So, Google Pixel Fold leak. Let's get into it.
Now everybody scream enough respect to the X. Enough respect given.
I don't normally go for these leak things, but it is from a pretty good source, Mr. Jon Prosser. And according to him, he just sent out a post on Twitter saying the Pixel Fold will be announced and available for purchase in the next 2 months. Now, again, you have to take all these posts with a grain of salt. Nothing is necessarily true until the company itself states it as such. But Mr. Jon Prosser has a pretty good track record with these things. You know, he's leaked iPhone news and Samsung news. Just whenever something of interest is coming out, somehow this guy finds a source, and he's pretty much been spot on with a lot of these things he has leaked. So as it stands right now, the Google Pixel Fold is going to be announced May 10th and available for pre-order from the Google Store on May 10th. Then available for pre-order from carriers on partners May 30th, and then available to purchase June 27th. Now that is what, just over 2 months away for a brand new foldable device that in all truth hasn't really had much of it leaked outside of a few pictures here and supposed video there. There was one where a guy supposedly had one on a train in, I don't remember if it was in New York or wherever, but it did circulate quite a bit. Now, the only real evidence we have that this device is an actual thing is it has been talked about forever. And Google did send, I think it was Dave 2D, a dummy unit of the device to get his opinion on it and for him to make a vid of it and share it with us. So we do know that it is something that is in the works. It has been talked about for a while now. And now, based on this leak, it's coming a lot sooner than many of us thought. Now, Google, they do have their Google I/O every year, and that's when they normally announce their new devices. Like, we all expected to see the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel, 7a. So those devices were expected to be announced, and supposedly they still will be. But the Pixel Fold was always up in the air. We wanted to see it, we hoped to see it, but now based on this leak, on this news from Jon Prosser, we will. The one issue that I have with this announcement is the pricing. According to him, it's going to be $1,799, $1,799. Now, this here is very surprising for a Pixel device, because instead of undercutting their rival, which is the Samsung Galaxy Fold line, they're right in line with them, right on par with them, side by side. You get a Samsung Galaxy Fold base for about that same price. So I really do hope that the Pixel Fold has something to it to make it stand out when compared to the when compared to the Galaxy Fold. If the Fold follows the S line, it's going to come with a higher RAM, more storage capacity at the base level. So for $1,800, you might get, 8 gigs of RAM, maybe 12, and it's probably start at 512 gigs of internal memory, as opposed to the 256 that they used to come with. Before, I would have thought that the Pixel Fold might come with the higher storage capacity as a way to lure consumers to their side. But if the Galaxy Fold is going to start with something along it did with the S23 Ultra, plus offer all of the unique features that the Fold does with the S Pen and the waterproof, the Samsung suite of apps, their whole ecosystem where it can connect to their tablets and their devices and things along those lines. You know, the Pixel Fold is looking at an uphill battle, and a price on par with the Fold is not helping. It was speculated that it might start at around $1,200 to $1,300, which I thought was actually a great price for it. So, you know, a bit more than their flagship phones, the 6As, or, well, 7 now, and, you know, the 8s, which will be coming out supposedly the same time as, or at least announced the same time as this this Pixel Fold. If Google stays with what they have done prior, the phones never really changed price. The high end, the Pros, were about $800. The regular ones were about $600, and then you had the A's, which were about $500. It was always $200 to $300 more, depending on the device you got. And each device, as you went up the tiers, offered just a little bit more, whether it be the screen, the camera, the battery, you know, little things that they tried to add to, you know, make the purchase more compelling. And the Pixel Fold, when it was at the $1,200 to $1,300 price mark, was in line with that. Yes, it would have cost $400 to $500 more than the highest end 8, or Pixel 8, I assume that's what they'll call it. It was going to offer a unique design as far as foldable devices go. It was said that it would follow the more wide screen design of the Opal Find N, something very, or a size very similar to the Surface Duo, or dimensions very similar to the Duo, and the Duo to a more widescreen than narrow like the Folds have been. But the shape of the device combined with the software that Google has makes for a very interesting device. And but I don't know if that is going to be enough to go up against the Fold if the price point isn't significantly less than the Fold. So the Folds offer so much, and Samsung has been doing this for years. They know what they are doing. This is Google's first attempt at a foldable device. So I do hope, as much as I hope that Jon Prosser is right about the release date and the announcement and when it will be available, I would love to get one to play with it, to try it out for myself. I do hope the price is not what he is saying. I hope that price is just, you know, thrown out there to throw people off, so that when they announce the real price of $1,200 to $1,300, everyone is so happy they just jump on the device, and, you know, that is the foldable of the year. But it's an interesting time to be a fan of foldable. So I do hope that the Pixel Fold announcement is true. I do hope these dates are accurate, and I do hope that the price is not. So with that said, my name is NG, the Neonex, and excited about what the Pixel Fold has to offer in the near future. This is what I'm into.